Tonight we're seeing our first weekend since the governor lifted COVID protocols and the mask mandate. Although many experts say it's dangerous, Matt Doherty found people packing bars and nightclubs.
Houston's restaurants and bars have been waiting for this. The ability to reopen fully without limits or restrictions. This Snapchat video was posted from a bar in Midtown last night. This evening, crowds are lining up for night 2. What may have caused a place to be shut down 1 week ago is tonight in full compliance of the law. Nonetheless, medical experts have said it's a bad idea.
It's ill-advised to take away some of these precautionary measures.
Researchers at the University of Washington projected deaths in Texas could increase by 50% if people stopped wearing their masks. In East Downtown, some bar and restaurant customers are wearing masks, others are not. Several of the establishments did not change their own rules and say patrons still have to wear a mask.
We're still enforcing our mask mandates, and most of our customers are happy about that.
Matt Doherty, KHOU 11 News.